Hello and welcome to another Formula Art video with me, David Johnson. Today I'm working on creating the background for my latest palette knife painting of two-time Formula 1 World Champion Emerson Fittipaldi. This piece celebrates his 1974 F1 Championship winning year, so I'm looking to capture both Emerson and the McLaren M23, with the background showing the colours of the Brazilian flag. Firstly, in pencil I mark out the boundaries of colour. I aim for the border around the canvas to be the same size, cutting in and out of this equally to give balance. Before painting colour straight onto the canvas, I apply a thick layer of white, covering the pencil lines. This will show me where to paint the blocks of colour. When applying the colour, I sometimes like to create a soft edge. To do this, I press the colour into the white, and as I pull away with a palette knife, this gives a gradient from one colour to the other, or light to dark, depending on what you applied. This is the technique I use when painting a driver's suit, capturing the highlights to show the contours of the fabric, and it is a lot of fun. Another good reason for that initial layer of white is if you find you make a mistake, you can pull that edge of white back on itself to cover up. I'd like to say that I've never needed to do this, but as I know, it can be very useful. Also, this is acrylic, so be careful of time and make sure that the paint hasn't started to dry. This can be an issue when I live paint trackside, and sometimes we'll have to work very quickly. So let's see this technique in action. One of the things you may notice watching this video is that the paint colours, when mixed together, can look messy. You don't want to overwork the paint, as this will drive the background away from that fresh look that I was aiming for. So to overcome this, once each block of colour has been applied, keep cleaning your palette knife when you're blending the colours together. Then, once everything is in place, I'm ready for flicking the paint onto the canvas. I find this can add energy to a painting. I've explored different ways of doing this over the years, and even got Nigel Mansell and Damon Hill to have a go. The bigger the palette knife that you use, the bigger the droplets or strings of paint that are splattered onto the canvas. Mixing water into the paint will result in delicate droplets. I like to do this with white first to break up the intensity of the background, as this draws the attention away from either the car or the driver painted later on top. One thing I will say is be careful of your surroundings, as you can find paint gets everywhere. And there we have it, the background is complete. Once dry, I'll be ready to paint Emerson.